content of one streaming. I'm being arrested.
Are you arresting him?
I've been arrested for breach of peace. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. Can you get me a solicitor? Can you get me a solicitor?
Can you just turn off
Yes.
your live feed?
Can you get me a solicitor?
Just turn off your live feed, please.
Yeah.
Do you understand what this is?
Sorry, can you explain it again?
Arrested on suspicion following the breach of the peace.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, officer? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Not at all, I've never said that.
They want to remove me, to silence me, to discredit me. They have tried to stop me every possible way. From taking my finances, to imprison me, to slander me, to linking me to Darren Osborne and extremism. Now they want to take away the final thing I have, my voice. I don't doubt one day they will wipe me off social media completely, forever. They will take away my right to defend myself when I'm slandered in the press. The media will be able to tell you whatever they want about me, and I'll have no way of responding. If they can do it to me, they can do it to you.
Outside court, other people swore and threatened me about my mother, and here I am being arrested for saying nothing.
I'm threatened to behead
I've done
me.
nothing.
Said anything.
We had all the power to challenge the mainstream media, to expose their lies and finally get the truth out to the people, the real truth. But they realise that, and now they're taking back the power. The entire establishment, they're fighting back. They're working with social media to silence us. They can kick me off Twitter. They can delete my Facebook. They can remove my YouTube. But I won't let them stop me telling the truth.
Trials that have strangely been ignored or covered up by our mainstream media. I wonder why. Baffling, isn't it? I'm scratching my head. Tommy does this all the time. He's transitioned into an independent journalist, yet despite him being physically threatened yesterday, and despite a woman he was with being threatened with a beheading from one of our peaceful cultural enrichers, Tommy was the one who was arrested, thrown into the back of a police van, and if I have this correct, was sentenced to 13 months in prison that very same day. Amazing just how effective the police and justice system can be when it comes to dealing with a white guy, isn't it? Shame they didn't show the same impetus and drive during the decades-long Rotherham rape scandal, Telford, and a dozen other recent similar cases in towns all across the country. That would have been very welcome.
What do you think of Tommy's arrest? Is it legal? What was your opinion of it?
I think it's politically motivated. If he was in contempt of court, which he could well be, then why didn't they actually just warn him? It seems to me that we're actually arresting the wrong people here. We're putting the wrong people in jail. Many of us are getting kicked off Twitter, Facebook, off our social media platforms. We're not given a platform in the mainstream media. And so now for the judge produce this court order to say that there's a media blackout. I really hope that the mainstream media and the alternative news media are going to challenge this. And I also say to the Home Secretary, Sajid Javid, I hope that he's going to be looking after Tommy in prison, because if he's not, and we know the prison he's in and the jihadis are in there, if one hair on his head is damaged, or he's assaulted, then he's got this whole Football Lads Alliance, the Veterans Against Terrorism, UKIP for Britain against him. You know, this is a really big growing movement, and I think over there in 10 Downing Street, and also the Home Office, really underestimate the strength of feeling about Tommy being arrested. Tommy being arrested, it's about all of us, this big movement. For far too long, we've all been quiet, but now, actually, we're all joining up.
Is this unprecedented? Can you think of any other case that, whereby someone was arrested, immediately charged and then sentenced within 2 hours?
Excuse me, I don't think so. Well, Gerard Batten from UKIP, UKIP leader, he's questioned that today. We don't think so.
And everyone's saying Tommy won't survive these 13 months in jail. Quite clearly you've got concerns that he won't either.
I hope he doesn't spend 3 days, let alone 13 months in jail.
And what's the likelihood of today's event having any possible outcome or forcing politicians into changing their minds in any way?
Well, where we start threatening them is in their constituencies. Okay, holding events here, but then we should be targeted. We should be going down to Sajid Javid's constituency. We should be going down to Theresa May's constituency and demonstrating down there and just saying to the people in their constituency, the Conservative voters and even the Labour voters, are you happy with the direction that the UK is going? All he's doing is highlighting what is happening with these Pakistani grooming gangs and the child sexual exploitation. Isn't it funny that they arrest a man for that, but we've still got hundreds and hundreds of these men running around, and tens of thousands, maybe 100,000s of girls that have been abused in this way? The government absolutely has its priorities wrong.
Because in the video, you know, Tommy was saying, do you feel any remorse? And one of the Muslim accused rapists was saying, I'm going to fuck your mum in the fanny. I mean, that shows no remorse, you know.
No, he doesn't, and to use that sort of language, but he's still standing. Okay, fine, he's going into the courtroom, but why arrest Tommy for just highlighting what's happening in this country?
And do you think he'll serve the 13 months, or will any of us be able to get him out soon or no?
I don't know, it depends on the lawyers, it depends on the political will actually. If her over there, Theresa May and Sajid Javid have the political will and realise that their seats are under threat, or actually this government's under threat, then I think they'll do something. And in the meantime, nothing will happen, and I fear that he might be serving 13 months of hell.
Okay, thank you, Janice.
So I'm at Leeds Crown Court, where these men here, let me see. Oh lads, how you feeling? How you feeling about your verdict? How you feeling about your verdict? How you feeling about your verdict? What verdict? How you feeling about the verdict? You got your prison bag for you? Yeah, look at you. Got your bags for you? You got your bags for you? Yeah. How you feeling about the verdict?
Oh, yeah. Look at your mum's fat head.
You got no guilt. Is there any guilt? Is there any guilt, mate? Is there any guilt?
Fucking dad, you son of a bitch.
As you can see there, doesn't seem like much guilt. Doesn't seem like anyone's ashamed. I'm outside Leeds Crown Court, where today 10 men are facing verdicts. They're verdicts for a alleged grooming and rape scandal involving hundreds of young girls, but there's 18 victims come forward. Some of these girls were as young as 11. Let me read you the list of charges that these men are facing. There's 6 more who are still yet to come here. This is part 2 of the trial, you see, because 29 men, 29 people, 2 women, are involved in this case. 30% of them are called Mohammed. 3 of the men walking in here today are called Mohammed. The defendants today, Mansour Akhtar. He's charged with rape, attempted rape and 2 counts of trafficking. Mohammed Akram. He is charged with 7 counts of rape, 3 counts of trafficking, child abduction, supplying drugs, sexual assault and making threats to kill. Wikas Mahmoud. He is charged with 3 counts of rape. Nazarat Hussain. He is charged with 3 counts of rape, attempted rape, inciting a female to engage in sexual activity. Sajid Hussain. He is charged with 3 counts of rape, facilitating the commission of sexual activity on a child and inciting a child into sexual activity. Mohammed Ifraz. He is charged with trafficking a female within the UK with a view of her sexual exploitation, rape, false imprisonment, child abduction, taking decent images of children, inciting children to engage in sexual activity. Fasil Nadeem. He is charged with supplying drugs, rape, possession of extreme pornography. Mohammed Azim. Another Mohammed. He's charged with 3 counts of rape. Mansour Hassan Lockwood. He is charged with supply. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. You just. There's a rape trial going on, yeah? There's a rape trial going on.
Okay? Why is it your business?
There's a rape trial going on.
Why is it your business?
So why am I a tosser for reporting on it?
No, you're a tosser for being you.
Yeah, go on, explain it. What do you think? What do you think of the 29 young children aged 11 who have been ganged?
It's not my concern.
It's not your concern. It's not my concern. They're young English girls. It's not my concern. This is the problem. You see that? It's not my concern. It's not his concern. Hundreds of young girls have been gang raped in our country, in every town and city across this country. Some of the men are alleged to be in court. The alleged perpetrators are in court today, and people need to know what's going on. People need to know these court cases are happening. Obviously, the problem is you have people out who think I'm a wanker for reporting on it. Now, there is a reporting restriction on this case, so there's already been stage 1 of the trial. Think about how big these trials are. Think about the victims here. These victims, this trial only come to light in 2013 when a victim and her mother went to the police. These crimes were between 2004 and 2011. Now obviously back then, police ignored it. But I guarantee you the parents would have gone to the police in those same time periods. But these men, one of these men is actually working in a chicken shop, I believe. Currently working in a chicken shop in Huddersfield. Would you want your children going into a chicken shop where men are alleged to have gang raped and prostituted and trafficked and drugged young victims? Would you want them having contact?